Welcome to another edition of First and 10 with Rams head coach Brad Sherrod. I'm Jimmy the St. Christopher. The 24th ranked Rams, 6-3 overall. They're 6-0 in the Sooner Athletic Conference. They trampled the OPSU Aggies 46-12 Saturday up in Goodwell, Oklahoma. Listen to some of these numbers for the defense. Forced 4 turnovers, 9 TFLs, 2 sacks, 2 interceptions. Ryan Seymour, 5 tackles, 2.5 TFLs, 1.5 sacks, forced a fumble for good measure. 9 of the Aggies' points were a 97-yard kickoff return and a safety. Coach, how happy are you with not only the defensive effort last weekend, but with Darren Drago's defense in his first season?
Yeah, the kids are really taking on Drago's personality. And we're playing really good run defense right now. We still need to get our passing defense cleaned up, but the kids are playing. They're flying around. They know what to do, and they're playing fast. So that's a plus. I was really happy with some guys stepping up. We were missing some guys because of injuries, and those guys stepped up and did a heck of a job of next man mentality. And they did a heck of a job of stepping up and really producing for us. So I was really proud of the way we just went in there on the road. Not a great situation, not a great facility. Going in there playing well, doing what we needed to do on defense, and offensively we did the same. I know we scored the first 8, with some field goals and didn't get a lot of touchdowns in there, but we were able to move the ball, and Cole did a great job of getting us down the field, putting us in position to do that.
And Freddie Hoya, 2 times now, he's the Sooner Athletic Conference Special Teams Player of the Week and the NAIA Spec Teams Player of the Week. He did that with 5 for 5 on field goals, 4 for 4 on extra points, and of course throw in Max Luna's 48-yard field goal. How nice is it to have 2 fabulous kickers like that?
It's great. We always want to put ourselves in position, and when we get on that side of the 50, have a chance to score, and they give us that opportunity to do that. So, Max can kick it out a little bit further. Freddie's a little bit better, closer in, and more consistent. So I'm just proud they came around. We had a really good kicker last year, and these guys came around, took on the challenge to do that. So Max is doing a great job of kicking the ball off. He's doing some really good things. So they both are doing really good things.
How big or important is it to have 2 kickers like that, and then you got a real good punter too as well? How does that affect the offense and the defense?
Well, we want to try to play on the short field. So anytime we can punt it and flip the field and play on the short field, get it back to our offense on the short field, that helps us. The chance of scoring goes up when you play on the short field for the offense. So, and then the chance of scoring goes down when you make them play on the longer field. So that's our goal with special teams, especially with the kickoff and the kickoff return, is to create either a long field for their offense or a short field for our offense and give them a chance to score.
And Tony Roberson, the Rams' fine running back, 172 yards combined, both receiving and catching. Has he established himself now as the number 1 running back?
Well, I still think it's by committee. I think Tony's had 2 good weeks. Doing well running the football, but AMJ went in there and did a great job, and we had some younger kids get in there and run the ball a little bit. So it's still by committee. I think it depends on how the flow of the game's going, but Tony's done a great job of taking the holes and hitting what he can get and then scoring on some of those still. So that's a plus for us, and we just need to continue to keeping our guys healthy and giving them a chance to perform on Saturday.
And you mentioned AMJ, Ashton Mitchell Johnson. It's easy for me to say. Actually, it isn't, but AMJ will stick with that. He had a couple of touchdowns. Is he like the power back that you'll use when you get up close like that?
Yeah, I think it just depends on the situation. He's better at running downhill than he is trying to get outside. I think he sees it a lot better there. He understands the game, understands what his strengths are, and he takes advantage of them. And I think the guys inside know what his strengths are. So I think we called the right plays to put him in this position to be successful. And he's taking advantage of that. And I'm proud of him just from coming in and doing the job that he's done.
And Rams quarterback Cole Francis had a decent day running. Has he become now a dual threat as far as a running quarterback goes?
Well, that's one thing that Cole can do, is he can get himself out of trouble. And if he doesn't have what he needs, he can take off and get 5 yards, which is a plus. Those are the things that, dual, we don't run them. We don't have designs run for him, but he can take off when he needs to and get 5 or 6 yards, which puts him in a more manageable down for the next down. So I'm happy that he can do those things and that's another weapon that they have to stop. And we're going to face that this week when we face Ottawa, Arizona this week. So we're going to face the same thing.
Good segue, Coach. After this word from MBT, we will hear about the upcoming big battle between the Rams and some other team from out in the desert for the Sooner Athletic Conference title. We'll check in on the Ottawa Spirit after this word from NBT.
We are MBT Financial, Texas locally owned bank since 1973.
We are dedicated to providing prompt and courteous service.
We know our customers by name and tailor our services to fit their needs.
We are committed to helping small businesses grow and succeed.
We are involved in our communities here in North Texas.
We are Fort Worth.
We are Azle.
We are Burleson.
We are Hearst.
We are Willow Park. We are anywhere through the MyNBT mobile app.
We are NBT Financial Bank.
We'd love for you to come bank with us. You're going to like us.
The 12th ranked Ottawa Spirit is next up for the Rams. It'll be a 2 p.m. kickoff Saturday at Crowley ISD Multi-Purpose Stadium. They're 7-0. They're 6-0 in the SAC. They're tied with the Rams for first place. Each team at the top of the NAI stats in offense. Ottawa scoring 45 points per game. The Rams 35. Coach, how much of a mirror of each team's offense are these two teams?
Well, I think it's the quarterback, that's making a difference for those guys. They got a talented receiver, but that quarterback is really talented. He can throw the ball, but he's also a guy that can get out and run when he needs to. And we're going to have to do a great job of containing him. If he drop backs to pass, he can take off and start running, or if they want to run any kind of RPOs with him, he can do that as well. So we're going to have to do a great job of containing him and staying in front of him. But both offenses have the chance to be explosive and do some good things. But we're going to just, manage that and see where we go from there and what we can do to slow him down and defend the run.
And you mentioned the Spirit's quarterback, Luke Giron, his fourth year now. His first year he played, one game. But what makes him so studly? Why is he so good?
Well, I think it's because he's a really good, experienced quarterback. He can throw it, he can run it. So he's a dual threat quarterback as well. So he can do a lot of different things. So we got to do a great job of covering their guys. But we got to do a great job of stopping and running, keeping him in the box, and keeping in and try to get some sacks.
Their defense, they allow 6.9 points per game. The Rams, on the other hand, defense 27 points per game. How do you attack such a stifling defense?
Well, I think we're going to have to, once again, take what they give us. If they're going to load the box or do some movement, we got to do a great job up front of handling that. And then our receivers are going to have to step up and really catch some balls and make some things happen after they do that. I think once we get that going, I think we can get our running game going as well. So I thought we did a great job all year just making sure we're taking advantage of what the defense is giving us. And then we've done a great job of that. Our kids have gotten open, caught the ball, loosened them up a little bit, backed them up a little bit, and we have a chance to run the ball at them. So we'll have to do a very good job there.
Last year, the Rams edged Arizona out there 35-33. They have a new head coach now, Riley Murphy. And what differences do you see in the Spirit now with their new head coach, Murphy?
Well, I think it's a lot of the same. They're still offensively doing defensively doing the same stuff they did last year. Defense coordinator's back. Offensively, they're still lining up in some pistol stuff and doing some stuff. And like all offenses do, they're trying to get the ball in their playmakers' hands, the quarterback, the receiver. So they try to do those things, but they're trying to be a little bit more of a run team and play off of that. And we need to do a good job, like I said, to stop the run.
How do you approach practices this week? It's, obviously a big game for all the marbles for the SAC title. Do you just treat it as another game when actuality it isn't? Or do you kind of just do something to fire them up for this game?
I think you have to approach it the way we've been approaching every game. But we got to do it a little bit better. Whatever we did last week, we got to do it a little bit better. And that's what our theme is, just do it a little bit better and play exciting brand of football. We got to we're playing at home, have a great opportunity to do something special here at home in front of our fans and our families. So I think our kids have been locked in all year. And this would be no different, We don't want to get a slow start like we did last time we were at home, but we definitely want to play fast and start the game fast and just be consistent on how we play.
And with our probably second last getting to know Coach Sherrod, because there's 10 games already now after this week. Question this week is, it's NBA season started, 10, 12, 2 weeks ago. College hoops are underway. Who is your favorite NBA team and then player?
Team, wow.
And these guys you grew up with?
Well, we're growing up, it was the Celtics and the Lakers. They were always battling for the championship. And I kind of like Boston a little bit because they're kind of the blue-collar guys working and getting it done, So I kind of like them a little bit. Pull for them a little bit more. I love Magic. I thought that team was great too. So those guys are the kind of the teams I went with and kind of pulled for. The 76ers used to be pretty good too. At one point, they had Dr. J, so they'd be pretty good too. And I remember he played in the ABA.
That's right.
So,
yeah.
I used to have one of those colored the basketballs also. So there's a lot of great players back then. But I think those two teams, the Celtics, were my team that I followed.
Now, after your season is over with the Rams, hopefully that'll extend well into December. But do you watch the NBA or college hoops then after football is over?
I'll watch in the finals. I don't really take time to watch it during the week and watch regular season. I do follow the Celtics because Tatum's there and he's a Duke guy. I try to follow those guys, see how he's doing. I try to follow the Duke guys that played. But really, I wait till the finals to kind of watch. Same thing with basketball. I'll watch Duke if they're on a little bit and go from there. But it's really the tournament and the NBA finals.
Coach, good luck this week. Go coach them up. Get a win over those Spirit, would you?
All right, thank you.
For Coach Sherrod and his staff, for James McBride, Kenneth Flowers, Aaron Marquardt, Ricky Dotson, me, I'm Jimmy the St. Christopher. Till next time, see you on 1st and 10. Adios and Rams up. Go get the Spirit.